Woo-wee. All right, everybody, what's going on? It's your boy King, back at it again with another stream. Hope everybody's having a great and wonderful Monday. Shub Diwali to everybody who is celebrating today. Hope you all got your curry. Hope you all got your Indian snacks. Hope you all are full and happy and ready to watch some gaming. Hold on, let me see what I'm watching here. Finish all these main quest seconds alone. That's I don't know. Okay, when you try to type it, the people are making a big fuss. Oh, the wall is like 2D. I go because of no, listen. I've been playing this game on my own personal save for the last 4 days, right? I'm almost to the end. Like, cause I haven't been like playing because I had like some things to do over the weekend as well. But I'm almost to the end. I can feel it. And so far, I've enjoyed the game so much. I am enjoying the game so much. It is such a good game. Like, and in terms of story content, in terms of the gameplay loop, in terms of the mechanics, everything about the game so far, I've very, very much enjoyed. I could give two shits less about the graphics. The Pokemon look great. The characters look great. Like, everything. I mean, I've seen the balconies, but I was like, I don't care. Like, that's not affecting my ability to play the game, you know? But tonight, we are going to be continuing with the stream save, which is still, like, I think, about to go and do ranked W, I think. You know, yeah, you're on the screen though. I don't like you don't like Mega Stormy? I think it's Stormy trying to say, right? Yeah, Stormy. Listen, I think Mega Stormy is hilarious. Also, I know I'm not on the screen as if I'm gonna switch now. Switching to you. I also just realized I don't have my actual thing open. Hold on, where's my game capture card thing? Right, there we go. I just got flashbanged. Holy hell. Thing really hit me with a flashbang. Right, no, what is going on with you? Why is it not letting me select my capture card? That's weird. Oh wait, no, I'm not sharing my screen on Discord. That's odd. Think something broke with it. Hold on, let me see what's going on. Give me a second. But yeah, what wrong with Mega Stormy? Mega Stormy is hilarious. Right, there we go. Good. Take that off and switch it to another thing. I'll switch it to... Yeah, just switch it to this. Make sure the volume's off. Right, and then now I can turn on my Switch and we can play some video games. Now we can get to gaming. Now we're gaming with Portals. Right, but yeah, Mega Stormy is hilarious, dude. Like, I love Mega Stormy. Also, welcome into the stream, Jen. Welcome in. Oh, is this my personal save? It is my personal save. As you can see, I'm rank B. Like, I'm rank B on my save. So let's move on over to the stream save. And let me just adjust the window really quickly. I think I need to bring... Right. Can I make you a little bit bigger? Think that's good. Is there a way for me to take off snapping? I think I got enough here. Can I? Alright, hold on. Let me also bring in the sides. So that way I can actually get it like the full screen. Good. Bring that down. That's good. That could work. Right. Nice. Right. But yes, hello, Jen. Welcome in. Let me pause my music. Right. So, like I said, last we left off, we are reaching rank W, so we know about to find Naveen here. For the first battle. This is my team so far. This is my team so far, and obviously as I unlock wild areas, I'm gonna throw some Pokemon in. I'm going to try to use... Oh, my camera froze. Oh yeah, you're right. My camera froze on such a funny frame. Hold on. That is hilarious. Give me a second. That was funny. Let me see. Right. Think I should be good now. Right. And let me just start back this. Right. Good? Yeah, I think we're good now. Thank you so much for that. That was funny. Hey, this you? That was like, huh? Like that was peak. That was peak like YouTube thumbnail like oh. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna be battling Naveen. I'm trying to figure out what team I want to run. I want to run Pokemon that I haven't like usually ran. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I can say my camera's fine. Right. What was I saying now? Yeah, I want to try and run Pokemon that I don't usually run. So right now I didn't use Pignites ever in a Pokemon. So wait, hold on. No, I think my camera's fine. Yeah, from what I can see on my preview, my camera appears to be fine. Beep boop bop bop beep boop bop beep boop bop. Yeah, I think I'm good here. I mean, the internet has been on fire today because I know that AWS was down for a good chunk of the day, which means a lot of like internet connected things were just down. I don't know how long that lasted for, but I just know it happened. My leader won't let us go until we put us to bed, so I suppose I'll battle you. But make no mistake, I'm gonna give it my all, because I don't like to talk about my life. I could imagine, I don't know why I could imagine Naveen speaking like Lex for some reason. Let me see if I can get like his cadence into Naveen, whatever he comes up in. Again, King, you ready? You bet I am. Scraggy, everyone. Let's do this. I was on stripping too? Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, no, okay, do you have a Switch too? Or do you have a Switch on Ty? And if you do, why have you not added me on as a friend on Switch? I feel like that's just disrespectful. How dare you? Right, spin a rack. I'm about to burn your bug to a crisp. Also, I've gotten a little bit better at understanding the way how the battle system kind of works. I'm a little bit better at it. Not the greatest, but you know, a little bit better. Disrespectful. You know what? Understandable. And then roll out. Fire flame really to roll out. You gotta get a double rolling special. Oh, you have a Switch 2? Oh, that's cool. Welcome in, fellow Switch 2 user. Alright, flame wheel into a power punch. Bonk. Goodbye, Naveen. I will say, the one problem that I had with this game in my personal playthrough was that I think I leveled up too far. To be fair, I was in Area 7 for a good bit of time trying to find Ordino, and that took up a lot of my my time, and I farmed up a lot of experience passing by accident. So I feel like I'm running through the game right now. But I'm still having fun though. I didn't say to clip anything. I suppose I could stand a thing to I suppose I could stand to learn a thing or two from this. Perhaps I'll rethink Scraggy's moves. That's something you remember as a Pokemon, bro. You need to teach them moves every so often as they become able to learn them. I didn't make that. Nice try, but changing the subject won't work. As promises are promised, I'll spell the story for you. Here's the stitch. Naveen's grandma wouldn't let him follow his dreams, right, Naveen? She wanted me to concentrate on improving my test scores, but I was more interested in doing fashion sketches than academics. Still, she didn't have to go and throw away all of my sewing equipment. So you stormed out of the house, and that's when you ran into Tawny. Yeah, she told me about Hotel Z and suggested using it as a studio of sorts. Which is why you hang out here, but still have to head home sometimes, huh? Look, I'm sorry, but it's something I just remembered I have to do, so I'll see you later. Bye, Naveen. He's a shy one, alright. I'm on my way out too. There's a cafe I've been interested to check out, so see ya. Bye, leader. This is a promotion match announcement for Trainer King Rank X. The opponent for your next promotion match has been decided. You have to face Trainer Zavi, Rank X. The trainer who will be wins will be promoted to Rank W. That's just a kid. That's a kid. That's a whole ass kid. What do you mean? Alright. You can find Abra in Wild Zone 5. Neat, huh? Alright, so I had to rank up But I also want to find Pokemon to run on my team. Let me see how the... Oh, I can get Venipede from here. What if I run a Meowstic? That is an option as well. Kind of want to get... I think I want to run a Venipede. Yeah, let me organize my box real quick. Let me move Bunnelby out. Oh wait, I have a Holucha. I actually do want to take the Holucha as well. The Holucha with the worst nature it could potentially have. Why? Why? God. It's a modest nature. It's a modest nature, Holucha. How? I could not have asked for a worse one, but you know what? I'll run it still for now. Oh my god, all my Pokemon are terrible. Actually, Fluffy is fine. My routes, if my routes wasn't female, I would have made it a Glade. And then, but Pignite is fine for now. Let's see. Oh, I already have an Esper. Okay. Do I want to run? You know what? Fuck it. Let's see how Meowstic could be. I can always switch out Pokemon and level them up. Alright, I'll take Ralts out. Ralts could sit in the box. We won't run Ralts. And because I'm already running Ralts on my personal save. And we'll go with this team for now. Oh, well, right. I'm gonna have to level up Esper now, but that's a problem for future Zack to deal with. Ooh, item. Alright, so now we have to do what do we have to do? Right, we have to get tickets. So I'm going to go level up my little cat here.
Does this break the TTS? Moai emoji, Moai emoji, Canyon, Moai emoji, 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 Moai emoji,
Moai emoji. Oh, is it done? I don't think there's really anything that could break text-to-speech, I would say. At least I've never encountered anything that truly just breaks it and like it would never be able to pronounce it, you know? Alright, let's go check out what this is. Yeah, we can do some side quests. Let's do some side quests in the meantime. Hello, little girl. Wanna know what I think the strongest and absolute best Pokemon in the world is? Kakuna! What? I'm training up the best team of Kakuna that the world's ever seen. So will you battle me, please? Sure. Is that a dare? Oh my god. Y'all have fun. I want to see. Let me know when you're ready to battle. I'm gonna destroy your... I'm gonna destroy your Pokemans. Monty, the grade schooler. So, who would have thought a Kakuna? Listen, all I ask is that y'all try to break the TTS and not my ears. That's all I ask. Flame wheel. Like once y'all can keep that, that's fine with me. Roll out. You know, I don't even know what level these Kakunas are now that I think about it. Oh, you are level 9. What are you doing? Excuse me. And then last but not least, that's not a Kakuna, sis. That's not a Kakuna. It's dead, but pretty sure that's not a Kakuna. No, I showed up my Kakuna and still lost. Oh, boo! You stink. Run better, Pokemon. What's this message? Which number is this? Oh, wait. Who are you? Who are you? Wow, you're really strong. My Kakuna must have learned a lot from that battle. I hope that didn't give it too many experience points, though. And it's evolving. Beedrill. Oh no, my Kakuna evolved into a Beedrill. At this rate, I would have the strongest team of Kakuna. I'll just have to have a team of Beedrill. Beedrill. I guess that's fine though. Bug Pokemon evolve super early. There's no helping it. It just needs to treasure the brief time I'm gonna spend with my lovely Kakuna. But yep, that Pokemon don't usually evolve on their own. What? You have to view your party Pokemon and select evolve to trigger their evolution? Are you saying my Kakuna extra special then? Wow, I'm happy to hear that. You know, I love Kakuna, but Beedrill are cool too, aren't they? How am I supposed to choose? Sisters, you good? Alright, let's see what else we got here. Oops. There's a side quest up here. Let's go to Café Le Wine. Café Le Wine. Café Le Roi. Café Le Roi. Hey, look, there's a chest pin. Oh, there we go.
My sprinkler goes like this and comes back like 77777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777. October Gentillion 777 Sepvigintillion 777 Sex Vigintillion 777 Quinvigintillion 777 Quartivigintillion 777 Trevigintillion 777 Duovigintillion 777 Undergintillion 777 Vigintillion 777 Ovendecillion 777 Octodecillion 777 Septendecillion 777 Sextecillion 777 Quindecillion 777 Quatuordecillion 777 Tridecillion 777 Duodecillion 777 Undecillion 777 Decillion 777
Well, I didn't break us yet, that's the thing.
777
I don't even know where the seventh switch to.
777 septillion 777 sextillion 777 quintillion 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 777 million 777,777.
It didn't break. It didn't break. It
All
got through the
rise from the
entire
Majesty King DZX. Royal head pats granted. Crown emoji. Romantic cat face emoji.
Yeah,
crown
gonna call it the
emoji.
emoji names.
Cat emoji. Cat emoji. Black cat emoji. Paw prints emoji.
Yeah, we're gonna
Paw
be
prints
held up as
emoji.
well.
Paw prints emoji. Yarn
Let this
emoji.
cook.
Yarn emoji. Package emoji. Mouse emoji. Fish emoji. Tropical fish emoji. Sushi emoji. Milk emoji. Sparkles emoji. star emoji, sparkling heart emoji, dizzy emoji, crescent moon emoji, sleeping face emoji, sleepy emoji, smiley cat face emoji, smiley cat face emoji, happy cat face emoji, smirking cat face emoji, kissing cat face emoji, weary cat face emoji, crying cat face emoji, pouting cat face emoji, musical notes emoji, musical note emoji, cheering megaphone emoji, trumpet emoji, saxophone emoji, drum emoji, party popper emoji, confetti ball emoji, lion emoji, tiger emoji, leopard emoji, bird emoji, baby chick emoji, hatching chick emoji, books emoji, caption lamp emoji, cookie emoji, cupcake emoji, red circle emoji, computer mouse emoji.
Oh, is it done? Oh yeah, we're done. Alright, cool. Now I can get back to the game. Yo, why is Chessman angry at the car though? Chessman, bro, why are you angry at the car? Not the Chessman again, it's always blocking my taxi. Why are you trying to fight my taxi? Go battle other Pokemon like everyone else does. You're a trainer, right? Do you think you can battle this feisty Chessman? A Pokemon versus taxi battle seems like it would end badly for both sides. Why is the Chessman trying to fight a taxi, bro? Brother, times can never be that hard and it can never be that serious. Will he battle the Chessman? Sure. Wait, well, he can't fly Pokemon in Lumiose. I think it's like banned or some shit like that. I don't know. Funnily enough, I've never seen anyone actually flying Pokemon around here. But I feel like Lumiose is just has a no-fly zone like going on. That's the only explanation. Oh, you got one shot. Okay. It looks like Chessman isn't admitting defeat. Brother, you just got one tap. Why are we here again? Hello? Alright, just flame wheel him again. Oh, you actually survived this time? Punch. Excuse? Hello? You lost fair and square. Why are we still fighting? Alright. Flame wheel. What is going on? It looks like... Brother! Okay, thank you. Slow down, Chessman. You're going too hard. Honestly, the way to get stronger is by working with a trainer, not fighting one, right? I could make it stronger. See, even this next trainer says so. Wouldn't you rather go with him, Chessman? Yeah. Oh, this is how I get... Oh, this is how I get one of these starters. Okay. Good for you. Now you can have this trainer help you get really strong. Yeah. You obtain Chessman. Woo! I'm not going to use him. One last thing from me before you go. Remember this. Chessman. Taxis are for riding, not for battling. Well, I assume that I can probably get the others somewhere around. Let me put you in the box. Alright, let's go. What side quest can we do in, like, while the day is still doing in bright? Let's go this way. I need to go. Okay, there we go. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, 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 roll. Oh, it's an Audino. Hey, could you spare a moment? My Audino's acting a bit strange. Sigh. It keeps fussing over me and touching me with its feelers way more than it usually does. Audino uses their feelers to sense people's health and emotions. But like I keep telling it, I don't need constant check-ins. I'm fine! It's giving off Castelia vibes. I mean, Castelia City and Lumiose are very close. Like, purely size-wise, they would be valid. Honestly, nah. I was now about to say, if they made a Legends Unova in Castelia, like City alone, in my head I thought about it for 2 seconds. It wouldn't work, only because Lumiose is perfectly circular, so that's more than likely why I would say it works. Yo, you find the man with the low pony? I didn't have a man with a low pony. I did not. A Legends can't. So no, you see, I personally hope the next thing on the agenda is either a Legends Unova or a Legends I would take Legends Unova, and I would take Legends Gala. Like, one of those two. The reason why I say Unova is because we still have no clue about what the original Dragon was about and what, like, that story importance to Unova was back then. And for Gala, we need to go back in time to learn about the Darkest Day. Those are two very important, like, Pokemon events that happened that I think we could go back and look at. Yeah, Arceus is Sinnoh. Arceus is Sinnoh. So, like, that goes through the history of Sinnoh, not the creation of Sinnoh itself, but more just going into the lore of how Sinnoh came to be. Learning about how they learned how to capture Pokemon and everything like that. And meeting the ancestors of a lot of the people who come forward in the future. I love Legends Arceus for its story, like its lore aspect in the past. I will say ZA, Legends ZA doesn't do that, but instead does tie up a lot of loose ends that the original game left open. And oh my god, did the original game leave so many loose ends. I hate X and Y so much. I was originally very much not excited for Pokemon Legends ZA, but having played it, and I mean, obviously Mega's got, oh my god, what the fuck is that?
So I can't break it, so I'ma just be annoying.
That's crazy. Punch. Into roll out. Into flame into roll out. Yeah, I'ma just let you do your thing. Yeah, Mordino gives a lot of experience.
Colon 1011010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101010101.
Honestly, the combat is fun. I just got a full 5 out of 5 out of 10 for you. Really? Why don't you like it, Kaiser? Because for me, I think even though it's a hold on, let me let this thing finish. I'm gonna deny that message for my own health and safety. Right, so for me, I think we step away from the traditional Pokemon formula. I would argue was needed, because not because the game is getting stale, but I think Pokemon needs a shake-up every once in a while to keep it interesting. So battle-wise, I definitely love it. I mean, if you look at, like, you can literally see in the background how it have the quote-unquote banisters, I guess, or like the windows things. Like, it's just a flat texture. It's like, I don't care about that as much as people like to give it. Like, the walls don't affect my gameplay. So that's just like, it's annoying, yes, because why are your textures so flat? But, you know. Right, it's the battle mechanics, I'm not so I'll find it to short gyms. That's fair. I can get that. For me, I like the idea of it shaking it up so much, because it's new and it's exciting and it's different, and it's not different in a bad way. It's different in a way where you know the moves, right? The moves are still the same, but they're recontextualized to be in a different sense. So and for me, I realized a lot of moves that I would not have used past like a certain point in the game, I'm using later down the line. Like, Fire Spin is a great example of that. Nobody would use Fire Spin on a Pokemon because it's just what you put them in a vortex that prevents them from escaping. You don't really care about that, right? And it does very, very small chip damage. But the way how it works in this game is when you use Fire Spin, it leaves an area on the ground. Every Pokemon is standing in that. It does a good chunk of damage. It works very similarly to how it would work in the games. But you can, instead of being trapped in that spin, you can walk out of it. Or you can then use, like, let's say, if you switch into another Pokemon that has Electro Web, and you throw an Electro Web on top of a Pokemon that's in a Fire Spin, they're stuck there taking chip damage from both the Electro Web and the Fire Spin. those are, again, two moves that you would not typically see in a competitive Pokemon match because they are, I mean, Electrobia will probably see because it's lower speed, but it's still moves that you would generally not see all that much, you know? And there'll be a lot of moves that you usually would see, your flamethrowers, your earthquakes, that feel really good. And I would argue, like, there are a lot of weaker moves that just work better, like, in this game, in my opinion. You know? Let me see, been stacking moves like that. Yeah, exactly. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Wait, I need to pause that. Keep to my channel. Emojis. Sucks, my Damien advice sucks. Are you getting my text speech? Yes. Also, serious question. Do you think the animation complaints what do you think about the animation complaints and port optimizations? I've had no issues playing this game, like, at all. Like, I had one singular time that this game stuttered while playing, like straight up one time, and that was in a mega rogue battle where, like, it was like a lot of entities on the screen, and that was my one singular time that the game like froze. But I am also playing on a Switch 2, so I don't think I will have the same experience that Switch 1 people are having. Another counterpoint to that, though, I've been hearing that people are not having that bad of a time playing on Switch 1. It's just that the loading times are longer. The game pretty much looks the same. So I don't think the game runs badly by any means. It's just much faster on the Switch 2, you know? Also, yeah, Shub Diwali to use the Zaz. What you get to eat for lunch today? You get curry? You have any Indian sweets to share? I'm just asking for a friend. Apparently, they, like, render distance, they had to minimize it so much that it runs smooth. Oh, you mean like they pop in? Like how, like, you might walk up to someone and then you only see them coming in when you're really close? I don't give a shit about that. It's a Pokemon game. Why do we care? I care about collecting my favorite guys, throwing them out and letting them butt heads with other people's favorite guys. Popping is like such a dumb argument for a game like this. If you're popping in a game like COD or something, which, I mean, obviously that's not gonna happen. COD is a shooting game. It's just, why, you know? I mean, $70 game, that's true. You are right that it is a $70 game, so, like, you wouldn't expect something like that too. I will still always argue that Game Freak as game programmers are genuinely terrible, but for me, I think the mechanics of the Pokemon battling system, which I would argue is more important than people being consistent on the screen, justifies it. Because you have to remember that everything is switching from a turn-based battling game to a real-time battling game. So you have to make sure that your moves execute when they are supposed to. And I can still enter. The fun thing that I realized while playing on my own is that you can still interact with the environment while your Pokemon are fighting. And I think that small little thing is really cool programmatically, you know? Because usually things, they would stop you from being able to, like, let me say, if I'm running, like, fighting in the wild areas, you can run around, collect items, talk to people while your Pokemon is battling. And I think that makes up for, like, just people not showing up on the screen all the time, you know? Ooh, alum and pea samosa. Ooh, that sounds nice. Big boy of a chicken. All done. Way pressure. I love Audino. That's my favorite little experience bag right there. I thought I was doing fine, but maybe I was burnt out without even realizing it. That's what you wanted to tell me, wasn't it, Audino? You're absolutely sweetie. Cute little chancy clone. I hate loud and clear. Let me know when I'm overdoing things, okay? I'll listen to you next time for sure. Aww. Also, I will say that a lot of the in this game has a lot of environmental storytelling, I would say. Well, not environmental, more like passive storytelling. You learn a lot of things in the game knowing that it's been 5 years since the event of X and Y, through walking around the town and everything like that, which I think is nice too. The potato, what is wrong with you? Oh, hello. This poor Fennekin doesn't seem well at all. Aww. It won't even sniff at any food I offer it. And when I took it to the Pokemon Center, they weren't sure what might be wrong with it. Ah, you know, I recall there was once an herbalist who set up a shop around here in Lumios. He no longer runs that old store, but perhaps he'd have something that can help. I'll stay by this little one side for now. Could you go see if you can find the old herbalist with you? I believe he's a regular cafe classy. Oh, we gotta help this sick Fennekin. A lot. What about you? I'm good. I'm good. I do be chilling like a villain. Now I'm doing side quests while I pass some time. This is not where I'm supposed to go. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay, there we go. So that is there. So I will travel to Prism Tower. I hope everybody's enjoying their Diwali. I hope everybody got, like, you know, hope everybody's having a grand time. You know, eat some soap. Soap? What do you mean you eat soap? Soap? Are you okay? Do I need to call the police? Listen, I know what I saw. I saw you say soap, and I just need to ask, are you okay? Do I need to talk to someone? Do I need to call them? Do I need to call someone for you? Alright, I'm gonna come to you in a second. What? Hello there, youngster. Are you familiar with the Pokemon called Budgie? No, I'm not familiar with the Pokemon called Budgie. Budgie is a hardy little thing. It endures the cold, bravely waiting for the right time to open its butt. I sense great potential in you, youngster. You might have a knack for helping Budgie to bloom. Maybe you can help join our Budgie show. If you're interested, head to the Fountain Square in Blue Sector 8. I hope to see you there. Why am I speaking like that for him? I should have a Budgie. Is that a moth? That is a moth. A moth just landed on my capture card. Imagine calling people and telling them a potato eats. That would actually be such a funny call. It's like, hello 999. I have a friend. A friend just eat some soap. And you'll be like, boy, get your ass off my call. Alright, I said my birthday to me today. Show your anniversary. We wish you a happy birthday. Woo. Today's not my birthday. Woo. Today's not my birthday. Woo. I just did this just to see what it's like. Do I get anything for it being my birthday? I do hope this will be a wonderful day for you each and every day. Do I get something? I get nothing? So you just give me a happy birthday. Give me a free item. Pokemon and the cheapness, dog. Gonna give me like a free Master Ball or something. Bro bought a Diwali. Oh, the favorite. You know what's my favorite flavor? Crayon, boy. I think my favorite flavor crayon. I feel like it had to be purple. Definitely feel like it. Man was born in the festival of light because I was born to shine. Huzzah! Yes, hello. What do you need? Are you the herbalist? Oh, I see. Fennekin says feeling poorly. Fennekin announced eat twigs for an energizing and soothing snack. I imagine a revitalizing twig in particular could perk your Fennekin right up. But the area where I used to gather them is now a part of Wild Zone 5. You can tell a revitalizing twig by its sweet scent, though it won't be easy to find one when fending off attacks from wild Pokemon. Alright, to Wild Area 5 we go! So we still eating crayons? Yeah? Wait, are we not still eating? Sorry, never mind, we're not eating crayons. I didn't say I was eating crayons. Why would I eat crayons? That's weird. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's weird, guys. Like, don't... Crayons. Yeah. Roll. Alright, let me see if I remember how to get down to that next side. Wild Zone 5. I think if I recall correctly, I supposed to come up here. Oh yeah, I want to catch one of yous. Oh, don't turn around, you bitch. Damn. Guess I'm just going to have to kill you now. Can I pick that like her from you? Toss. Uno, dos, tres. Woo. Right, that's the next Pokemon that's going on my team. Can I remove this? No. Power punch? No. Roll out? No. You are a victim of your own demise. I don't know why you get Bell Sprout. Do you have to aim the toss? Yes, you do have to aim the toss. I think no, you don't have to aim the toss like this. When you're targeting a Pokemon, I think you don't. Kinda. I feel like I had to aim the toss before. Let me see if I have. I just need to see if I have a move that can get rid of this. I want you, Esper. Do you have anything? Ah, there we go. Thank you, Esper. This is a full heal. Roll! And now we'll do the same thing again. A Hydro Pump would have made sense too. Can I use the soft voice on this? Ah, never mind. These things are weird. Ooh, is there anything here? Ooh, item! Oh, luxury ball. Oh. Alright, let's get ready to fight the alpha. Oh, it's shooting me. What the hell? Hey, buddy, focus on the Pokemon that's trying to fight you, not me, the human being. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I mean, it worked out. What if I could, like, nah, that I'm gonna catch, but I'll still make the attempt. Just so I could get some time to heal. Because my Horlucha is getting its ass beat. Ah, I pressed the wrong button. Alright, now I just have to defeat it to try and catch it. Keep feather dancing it so that way it doesn't actually do a lot of damage. Come on, try an attack, try an attack. Alright, nice. Block, aerial ace. It's a wing attack. Oh, I feel like I ain't doing any kind of damage, but alright, let me switch. Punch it. Up, it missed. Oh no, it didn't miss. Boom, into rollout. Boom. Alright, we'll another wheel. Into another wheel. Into another punch. Maybe the punch might kill. Oh, it dodged a little bit, I think. Alright, final kill wheel. There's that. Toss a great ball here. You bitch! I wanted to catch that. Anyways, let me see. What do you think of the game so far? I love the game, like, a lot. Really and truly, I do genuinely love this game so far. It is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. I really like how the mechanics work. I love the real-time battling system. I've been doing like some ranked matches on my personal save, and it's not been too bad. I will 100% say I think Mega Meganium is busted. And I'm not saying that because I picked for Alligator. I genuinely think that Pokemon is broken. It one-shot one of my Pokemon that was neutral to it. What? That don't make no sense. Like, what? Yeah, bubble cups supposed to I can get us fire. I've never had bubble cups before, methinks. Alright, nothing up here. Oh, let me flame wheel this. They pretty great up. Yep, collateral damage. You hate to see it. Let me see. This trick has been gnawed on by something. No one will be revitalized by this. Boo. Real low. I currently have 3. Nice. I am currently rank B in my personal save. But I am enjoying it so much. Right. Most fun I've had in a Pokemon game in a while. Yeah, see, I feel like a lot of the people who I've heard talk about the game enjoy the game. I remember I saw a tweet where someone says like, in breaking news, Pokemon fans enjoy Pokemon game. I was like, that makes sense. I don't think Pokemon fans would ever truly hate a Pokemon game. Like, really and truly. Oh, I got it right, nice. Like, I don't think any Pokemon fan would really and truly hate a Pokemon game. And I think a lot of the people who are hating on Legends here are people who may not be playing it. Like, you know, I think, what's the words I'm looking for? Rage bait, I guess for lack of a better term, is how people get clicks and numbers, especially on Twitter, and considering that clicks and numbers get you money now thanks to the monetization system that Elon put in. People are just trying to get people angry so that way they can make a quick buck. So people are going to say, oh, I hate Legends EA because I think it's ass. But the game itself, if you play it, is fun. I will say, I did see one really egregious, like, glitch that happened to someone that was really bad, and I felt bad for them. But that was the one glitch that I saw. And I thought about when Scarlet and Violet came out, and I saw like 10 of those videos when the game came out. So I think one versus the multiple that came out around that time, I think they did a pretty good job. You know? So no facts. I think a lot of the people who might be hating on it might be like, oh, Nintendo sucks. Oh my, well, yeah, Nintendo sucks for trying to Super World for catching Pokemon. And I will say that lawsuit is crazy. Like, I will say that's, I feel like, I don't know if patent abuse is a good word, but it feels, damn well feels like it. But I don't think that's a justifiable reason to hate a, while not graphically great, a genuinely very fun game. Like, I will say that I think this game is fun. I am enjoying playing this. This game is a lot of fun. You know? Alright, let's give this a very good once. But yeah, I can link your video to see how this man report the game. And here, thoughts? Yeah, sure, send it to me. Let me check it out. Oh my god, Fennekin is back alive! Yeah! It's a passion. Nah, see, I love the game. Yeah, exactly. I love how this looks. Listen, I think I saw Pat made a tweet today, and she was like, yo, should I get the new Pokemon game? I replied to us, buy the game. Because I think the game is a lot of fun. Like, the map may look physically small, but it is, I would argue going through Lumiose is like going through Brooklyn in real life. You can go around the entire city and still have not explored every inch of it. It have a lot of hidden things in there. It have so much that you can do. And it's wild that this is such a, just one city and in an entire region, you know? Compared to X and Y, this game did Lumiose City so much justice. Because I know, from what I remember with X and Y, it was just a bunch of corridors, really and truly. I hated Lumiose City and X and Y actually. Holy shit, that place pissed me off, dog. Oh my god, thinking about it now, actually. Attack loss, especially fans. Whatever, yes. Yeah. Right, so if I got Fennec and I got Chespin, that means I should be able to get, what's his face? Froakie. Let's see if we can get a Froakie. I wouldn't mind running Froakie on my team, considering I have a Pignite. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I get lost a lot in this city, I ain't gonna lie. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I'll check. Let's take a pause. And let's watch this video. Do I have my browser? Watch the whole thing, and I guess if you don't have to watch the whole thing, I guess the intro is fine. Alright, cool. Where is my browser? It's bad.
Pokemon Legends.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna try it up on screen here now. No, it's not you. Oh no, it is you. Why? Oh, is it because it's behind this thing? Hold on. Let me just drag you above. Right, there we go. Why is the resolution so weird? Hold on. Alright, there we go. Close enough. We'll work with that. We'll just stay automotive.
Pokemon Legends ZA has finally released, and is it worth it? Is it worth being the most expensive Pokemon game ever made? Well, I pushed myself to finish the game, and I can say pretty confidently, no, obviously not. We all knew it wouldn't be. Game Freak can't make a game worth $40, let alone the $550, yes, the number keeps going up, that the game actually costs to get the complete product. And even...
Is this person dumb? Hold on, time out. Is this person stupid? So, because I know that $550 price tag is them just saying that you need a Switch 2 to play this. You don't need a Switch 2 to play this. I've seen people play this game on the Switch 1 perfectly fine. And them saying that how they can't make a $40 game when every single game on the DS era, up until the 3DS era, no, I'm lying. Yeah, every game on the 3DS era, in my opinion, save for Gen 6 and Gen 7's like hand-holdiness, has been justified by their $40 price tag. Like, those games are amazing. So I don't know, like, how... And even more so for Black and White Go Down when they were using the 2D style before they switched to 3D. Those games were worth the price that you were paying for them. Like, 100%, especially Gen 5. Gen 5 gave you so much to work with. I would argue if Gen 5 came out in that state at $60, it would not have sold as well, only because people did not like Black and White because it only had Unova and Pokemon. But if we ignore that point, I think it would have still sold well, in my opinion at least. Yeah. So yeah, Soul Silver as well. Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out on as well. Like, those games were worth the $40. So I don't know how he can say it's like they can't make a game with $40. What? I should add trigger warning before sending this video as someone who enjoyed the game.
Ignoring the price, the game is a disappointment in so many ways. It was so funny hearing people speculate. Sure, the game only takes place in one city, but this is France we're talking about, which has catacombs, so I bet there's a huge underground area like Tears of the Kingdom. Underground area? You can't even go in the buildings! In a city! You're expecting above and beyond.
To be fair, this is not a justification. Scarlet and Violet also did not let you go into the buildings. But I would argue that the reason why I didn't let them go into the buildings is because the focus was on the environment outside of the buildings. Does that make it any better? Not at all. I think it's dumb that you couldn't explore the buildings, because I think a good part of the older games were going into random buildings and then talking to the people there. You get that in Legends ZA by just walking around the city. It's literally the same thing without having to walk in a building. You know? I was confused hearing someone else's voice. Nah, you're good.
When Game Freak can't even do the bare minimum. Game Freak's motto is to underpromise and still underdeliver. A small map taking place in a single location with no variety in that one area isn't even complete. I don't consider a city complete when you can't go in the buildings. But enough of that. I'm skipping ahead a bit.
Okay.
We'll have plenty of time to talk about the world. I just want to illustrate to you that this is prevalent throughout the entire game. It's something that you already expect to be kind of underwhelming.
I will admit, this what happened to him here also happened to me. But then in my head, I'm like, well, the Pokemon is too big to fit into the door. So you can't expect it to fit into the door to try to attack the Pokemon. Recall it. And then just throw it back out. That's literally what I did. And I got around that issue. Like, Pokemon that can't fit through the doors, fit through the doors. And those that can't. And I think that's good. Because it shows that the walls are not just there to be walls. It shows, I guess, a sense of realism, in a sense.
And it's somehow worse than that. Not that the game's all bad. I mean, just look at this Mareep. Look at him jump around.
Oh,
Doesn't it bring you joy? It just makes me smile. And they did try a new combat system. And Game Freak hasn't tried something new in decades. So you gotta at least give them some props for that. And the collect 'em all aspect has been greatly improved. You no longer have to catch 700 Starly to complete the Pokédex, which makes collecting them all something actually fun and interesting.
I know this guy. He's finding every argument to like make everything sound bad. We don't know anything about the Pokemon in Legends Arceus. You kind of it's kind of like the idea of our modern day Pokédex, when you look at the height and weight, is an average based on all of the Pokemon that you catch. You are in the past with your first Pokédex ever. You kind of have to do that so that way you can understand what makes the Pokemon tick, I guess, you know? Tripping that the Pokemon can go in the door is so stupid because obviously massive ass Pokemon can't pass you a small door meant for what is an unnecessary bit nitpick. Yeah, exactly. Let me see what you all saying. I mean, that's fair, but I was telling my friend in Pokemon, you really only go into the buildings once and never again. That too. I feel like that's a waste of resources to make a whole interior for a building that you're more than likely never going to go into again. Like, they have interiors for all the places that you will more than likely go into again. You have interiors for all of the restaurants. You have interiors for all of the major buildings. And you have interiors for, well, the Pokemon centers are basically kind of like outdoor-ish kind of places. But you have indoor, and like, you're able to go into everything that matters. You know? No, I feel the game's on like super high production value. Oh, let me see what's say. I could build this game in ChatGPT and I want with $10 on Pirates push, bro. It have a sprite from source code. Oh well, yeah, it does. Let me see. I agree that some stuff are meant to immerse you more into the world and have you think more practical. Yeah, that's really it, you know, in my opinion.
Thing to do. That's all I got for the positives. If you were expecting a unbiased review where we really go over the pros and the cons, you came to the wrong place. Maybe if the game was $40 and DLC wasn't announced before the game even came out. If you didn't...
That's another argument I hate with the whole DLC announcement. A lot of games, before they came out, have had their DLC announced. Because the way how DLC works in most of these games, right? People think that because you have a DLC announced before the game is coming out means that content was cut in order for the DLC to be made. And that's not necessarily true. DLC, especially when it comes to games like Legends of Zelda, for example, and even the previous Pokemon games, Sword and Shield and Scars of Violet, are all done by a different team. So them announcing it doesn't, one, mean it's done, or two, mean that content was cut. That team could have gone and made their own decisions, of obviously still working within the engine that the game is made on, and made their own thing. So I heard everybody's argument for that. I can understand why it comes off wrong, because like it makes you feel like that. But I think Nintendo as a company has shown that when they do DLC, they don't do DLC by cutting content. When you get a game, you get a complete game. And if you get DLC, the DLC is meant to feel like something extra on top, you know? Let me see. I think people like him. I hate on the game because it's a popular thing to do. Oh yeah, 100%. I still really like it. Me and care about the production value is enjoyable. Yeah, exactly. Every game has DLC nowadays. It's because modern games avoid the 2 trap, by the way. Because back in the day, you'd see a sequel game which lay out the exact same engine and everything with just additional story. No, you brought up a good point. I would always say I prefer Pokemon games with DLC versus Pokemon games and remakes. Well, not remakes, or for example, third version games. So think about it this way. Back in Gen 1, 2, 3, and 4, we had Red and Blue, Gold and Silver, Ruby and Sapphire, and Diamond and Pearl. But then if you wanted your DLC, you would have to go out and buy the whole completely new game. You would have to get Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Emerald, or Pokemon Platinum just to be able to enjoy an expanded Pokédex, expanded post-game, or even like some other content that you would not have been able to get in the original game. And I will always say, Pokemon of any series, switching to a DLC model is much, much healthier for the game. Because that means I don't have to go out, especially with how they raise the price of the game as well. I don't have to go out and spend another $60 on a game because we're playing it on a home console now. I have to pay half that price to get the additional content, which is not bad. And you usually like get a little bit of benefits within your main game through getting that additional content. Like in Scarlet and Violet, if you get the DLC and you beat it out all the way, you can get your Coridon or Maridon to fly, like straight up fly without gliding around the place. And I think that's a really nice small thing that you can give someone for like, again, it's not even really like you're paying for that. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, this is a nice little cool thing that I can do. Because I got the DLC, you also get all of the additional story content, you get all of the additional Pokemon. And you can still access the Pokemon outside of the DLC. So it's not like to say you have to buy the DLC to be able to do those things. You can still do so. Also, hello DC. I am from Trinidad. Welcome into my stream. Hope you're having a great evening. I'm gonna continue this video for a little bit again.
Need Nintendo Online.
Also, I just realized I'm not
to
showing
play
video
a
on
ranked
TikTok,
mode that I promise you
not.
will be terrible. To unlock content that is already in the game, maybe I'd be a little more charitable. Believe it or not, I wanted to like this game. I love Pokemon. I've played every Pokemon game, and I've really only disliked one of them. In as much as the money-grubbing stuff bothers me, I didn't really interact with any of it. I'm not buying the DLC. I played the Switch 1 version of the game, and I don't have Nintendo Online. So I gave it a real honest try to like it, and I did at first. But the more I played the game, the more I grew to hate it. The more tired I am of being disappointed by everything Game Freak makes. From a lack of ambition, from a lack of effort, it's just lacking. Everything they make is lacking. Every time you make a video criticizing Nintendo or Pokemon, there are always people being like, oh, it's the Nintendo fanboys, the Pokemon fanboys, they're gonna get you. These aren't fans. A fan of something loves it. If you love Pokemon, why are you okay with it being dumpstered on constantly? I'm sick and tired.
Here's my honest opinion, right? I will always say that if you love something, you should be able to. This guy who crashed out, probably. I don't know. So I will always say, in my opinion, if you are a fan of something and you truly love something, you can criticize it without like being a dick about it, essentially, right? So I would, like, in my opinion, I think he has all of the wrong points, right? In my opinion. So, when I came back to a critique. So, if you have to rag on Pokemon for anything, rag on Pokemon for, what are some things that I used to complain about? I didn't like Dexit. I think Dexit, granted, while nowadays, now that we're at 1,000 Pokemon, was necessary. It should not have been, it should have either been done from the start or controlled a bit better. Because, I mean, granted, now that we are Pokemon champions now, we don't have to really worry about not having access to use all of our favorite Pokemon to do stuff. I feel like Dexit came at a bad time, right? In terms of just like, oh, you can't use all your Pokemon. Now, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. Like, that it happened. It's just, I feel like it came at the wrong time. It should have come earlier. That could have come out in, like, Gen 3 or Gen 4. Gen 3 was the actual first time that they had the perfect opportunity to do it. Because they were moving to a new engine. It had no backwards compatibility with the old games. So they could have legitimately done it from then. It's how I supposed to do it in some sense. Boy, go and do your thing, huh? Before you forget. I'd have been fine with Dexter if one that stayed with properly focused on and had like high production value. Okay, I can get that. See, now hold on. Let me ask you a question. What is your definition of high production value? Because high production value can mean different things to different people. And you have to also remember that not every studio is the same. So, someone's high production value might be something like Elden Ring. But you can't expect Game Freak to do Elden Ring. For me, I feel like high production value for a Nintendo game, I'm going to specify this, would be, honestly, I don't think it is any low value, like low production Nintendo game, in my opinion. Really and truly. And yeah, and high production is not necessarily better. It just means more money. Think about Borderlands 4. I feel like it's a good example of a game that some people might say has high production that did not end up better for it. Because I have not played Borderlands 4, so I can't give a honest to God opinion on the game, but I heard that the game runs like dog water. So there's also that too. So I feel like, again, that whole thing with high production may not necessarily mean better results. Exactly correct, it is dog water. I'd say for me it would be like every move is animated for every Pokemon and the like. I could understand that. So every Pokemon has a unique animation for every move. Now, I want you to think about this for a second, Damien. We have 1,028 Pokemon. We have about 500 plus moves. I want you to think about that mathematically, how much work that would be to put in. Like, just think about those two numbers for like, I mean, obviously not every Pokemon is going to use every move, but you still have to think about the idea of, if you want, well, not, you don't want every Pokemon to have a special animation for every move, but there's such a sheer number of Pokemon to a sheer number of moves and a huge amount of interactions as well, because you have to think about if a move hits super effectively, if a move hits not effectively, if a move doesn't affect them at all, if a move hits doubly effectively or doubly not as effectively. It has so many permutations to that it is honestly significantly easier for them to do. Let's say they do special animations for signature moves and do general animations for general moves, which is what they've done over the years. And I have never had an issue with that for me. Although you would see examples of people making like special animations for like all the moves for special Pokemon, but then some Pokemon move so eccentrically weird. Imagine a Golurk, which can transform and like kind of turn into like a robot, retract its legs to fly. Then you have to think about how the movement of that would work for a 3D model. Or if you're thinking about, what's another Pokemon? Like Porygon. You know Porygon or Porygon Z is very glitchy. So what would happen if you try to use a move? You have to think about, I don't feel like you would want to do those Pokemon in a one-track sort of way. You'd want the glitches to be randomized so that we can add some life to it and understand that it is a glitch, you know? Cutting it down to say 250 from post-deck, say we should have gotten a bunch more is what I'm saying, basically. Pokemon can learn 30 to 40 moves, including TFC. So, you're saying with the 250 Pokemon, with decks that happened in Sun and Moon, yes, decks that had happened in Sun and Moon. But, let's look, we turn in this room into a quick aside, right? We're going to talk about how some of these things may not work programmatically in games. In my opinion, right? For a game like Pokemon, where, let's look at, not Sword and Shield, let's look at Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Pokedex, right? So if you're looking at the Paldea Dex has, scrolling down, oh my god, the Paldean Pokedex has 400 Pokemon, right? The Kitakami Dex has an additional 200, so that's 600 we are total, and then the Blueberry Dex has an additional 243 Pokemon on top of that. So that is 804. Wait, no, I think there's some overlap here. So we'll go with about 600 Pokemon, right? So let's say Scarlet and Violet has 600 Pokemon. This is also an open world game, which is the first time that they ever did an open world game. They tried to make combat faster, so they didn't have the animations like how Sword and Shield did, because you're out in an open environment on the ground. Things have to be quick, snappy, to the point like that. Now, I want you to think of a move like, what's a move that is like a little bit strong? Let's see. I'm trying to think of a move that could work good for like we would want this animated for a lot of Pokemon. Let's go with Fly. I guess Fly could work. If you had to take every Pokemon that learns Fly out of 600 Pokemon, let's say that's about, I'll give it like a rough, like 75 to 100. You are going to then make a unique animation for the move Fly for each of those Pokemon. So you are taking those Pokemon. You are going to have to take into account how those Pokemon move. because you can't just, you don't want to just slap on like a generic thing where you just flap them wings and fly up. You have to think about, again, Goluk is a Pokemon that's not flying time that learns fly. You're going to have to take into account that it has to retract its legs and fly up. You're looking at a Pokemon like, what's another Pokemon that could learn fly from this dex? Let me pull up our next one. Does Jumpluff learn fly? I have no idea. Jumpluff doesn't have wings if it could learn fly. How is it going to fly? Is it just going to float up into the air and just dive down? You know? Doduo can learn fly. That's an even better example. How is Doduo and Dodrio going to fly if it doesn't have wings? Like, it would just be easier because we don't really care about the effects of regular moves like that. You know, I want to say break it like a helicopter. I would argue that I don't care about special animations for generalist moves like that, where a lot of Pokemon can learn the move and you have to make special animations for those. I would rather you give me this. I personally like the idea of giving these special animations to rarer moves or signature moves. So there are moves that like only 2 to 3. Well, let's say there are moves that only like 5 Pokemon can learn. Revival Blessing. That's a move that was introduced in Gen 9 that only 2 Pokemon can learn. That being specifically Pawmot, and I believe I can't remember what the second one was. But you can give a special animation to a move like that, and that's cool. You can like let's say with Zygarde. Zygarde has like 3 or 4 signature moves at this point. Make a special animation for those. I cool with that too. But I don't need a special animation for Surf, because Surf is just you're just throwing a Pokemon on top of a wave and you see them going forward. I think, in my opinion, based off of what you're saying and playing Legend ZA kind of fits into that whole thing where you want the moves to fit the Pokemon in a way. Because, for example, with rollouts in the game, let me see if what am I doing in the game right now? Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what this I was doing in the game last. Where is my browser? Right. Damn. So, I can literally just throw my that's a Pokemon wasted. Throw out my technique, right? Let's aim for this. And if I use rollout, see, it turns into a rock and it rolls forward. I think that's fine. Because you can tell the Pokemon is turning into the rock and it's using rollouts, you know? So for me, I like the idea of that. I think that's fine. But now if I were to, like say we had a Incineroar and it was using Darkest Lyrat, you do something cool, you know? Okay, let me put it into my perspective a bit. Hold on, let me pause the game again. Also, hello, Artful, welcome in. Okay, let me put it in my perspective. So, like, and since Oras and LG like to go Pokemon, let's go Pikachu and Eevee. Updates the models. Those models were very downscale for every game since those games were made. The thing is, the models are the same, but I think the issue is that they're changing the textures a lot every game. So, it's not really that they're downscaling. They're trying to fit an art style that works for each game. And I still do think Scarlet and Violet has had our highest resolution models yet, because they introduce a lot of depth into each Pokemon as well. And I think they would have had to do a model change for that as well. So models are still being updated as time goes on. Just remove portion of the section. No, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Now I feel like something's wrong here, because I know for a fact when we were going through Scarlet and Violet, the people were commenting on the fact that a lot of the Pokemon had a lot of depth in through the Pokemon itself. Let me see. Trying to think of a Pokemon that I know that you could kind of tell that way. This is Scarlet and Violet. Hold on. Anyways, let me just look up real quick. I'm sure they make new models on Pokemon, but the models that already exist haven't been updated. Oh, and hi. All right, let me scroll back up in the chat. This is bad. I know what the Pokedex immediately is for Scarlet and Violet. Cerebral Touch. That's not bad. Honestly, I feel like as a Pokemon fan, that happens sometimes. Sure. Let me do be fair. There's a similar developers and are reusing animations from previous libraries. That is also true too. I wonder. Let me see. I don't know if I would be able to even pull up like how a move like Rollout would look in Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if anybody's making a video like that. Let's see. Excuse the blank screen. Let me pull this back up. Let me see. Scary. Alright, so this is Sword and Shield. That's saying that is Legends Arceus. Oh no, Legends Arceus is the game that I was thinking about that looked really good for the models. That felt like more realistic for sure. Yeah, but yeah, back to what I was saying. Look at what happened with Z moves and those animations of horror. When those things really moved on, we didn't really get much evolution. Again, you have to also think about. Well, actually, wait, hold on. I know the example that that would come to mind immediately is Twinkle Tackle, because I always picture the Xerneas who's just like hopping about and just like run into the person. That looks dumb. But again, this is one move that you have to slap onto several Pokemon that may know a fairy move that might use it as a Z move. It still looks bad. I'm not excusing the fact that it does look bad. It could look better. But you still have to make something that is very general, because it's not to say only one Pokemon is using that. You know? Not only one Pokemon is going to be using the Z move. Not only one Pokemon is going to be doing that. So that's why, for me, at least, again, I'm still arguing the fact that if you have like moves that are going to be on multiple Pokemon, don't make them as bad as Twinkle Tackle. Cause let me no, I wanna Twinkle Tackle. I will never forget this, man. Sorry for those of you who watch it on TikTok. I know I can't see it. Let me switch back to this. I will never forget this, man. Like, look. Like, like that's funny. That's just funny, right? And it's inexcusable. But at the end of the day, I still understand that a lot of Pokemon have to use those moves, so I can't fault them for it. It's just still a bad animation in general. The animation itself should have been better, but doing one general thing again in that sense for those Pokemon, for multiple Pokemon, is still fine. Yeah, but even though it was like 30 and most who could have accessed it, all 30 could have had some variations. Again, that still takes up a lot of resources as well, you know. That's not because I mean you program, Damien. I think you should understand that there is still, even though you still have to compress a lot of things, there's still those small things do take up space. And even through adding in those things, that could still cause a lot of problems for the game later on. You know, that's why I say it's just a push to the engine. Nah. The way I thinking about it, right? Here's my argument for this. Imagine if they try to do those animations, right? And they ship it out. But then when the game plays, like, I mean, obviously, like, let me say, it may look good in game, but then someone finds a way to make the animations kind of like trip off or something. You know? It's like, and even then now that I even think about it, a lot of the Pokemon do have animations for a lot of things, but just not for individual moves, where they would have, let's say, an idle battle animation using a move that is like in the other category, using a move that's in the physical category, using a move that's in the special category. Animation for when they're burned, paralyzed, frozen, poisoned, asleep. They would have animations for things along those lines. I think we looking at, like, say, those 10 things. Those are 10 things I pulled off of the top of my head, right? From just those 10 things alone, and then you want to add animations for, let me say, a Pokemon again can learn 30 moves. You want to also add an animation for each Pokemon for each of those moves. Like, I think that's a bit unfair to ask of, you know? So from my memory, depending on the move, they have base animations of the... Yes, all right, there's this projectile beam, physical and special support. I think the animations I do for game specific for the ones are the one of the smaller size. Yeah, that's literally it. So I think the game specific ones are on the smaller size. Yes, that is correct. So again, thinking like Zygarde, who might use Core Enforcer, you know, he'll fly up in the air, beam on the chest, Puzzy on the ground, all of that stuff. That's one extra animation for that Pokemon alone. But you can't ask every single Pokemon for every single move to have an animation for that move, because that shit builds up and that takes up a lot of memory, and that would not make a lot of sense for me. Because, again, talking about programming is not about, how to put this way, programming, in my opinion, is trying to get to the best results using the least amount of resources that you can. If you could get a result that looks good without having to utilize a lot of resources, you did a good job, you know? And if you have to utilize more resources, you have to justify why you have to use those extra resources. How would you justify having those extra animations for each Pokemon, like, genuinely? Other than it, like, well, obviously you can say adding more life, but then how can you explain it programmatically, you know? What I say is that we have a limit of Pokemon we should have built a pretty big bang by now, which would be useful given that they have feature-proof everything already. So, what I say is that if we have a limit of Pokemon, we would have built a pretty big bang by now. So, I'm trying to understand what you're saying here. So, we started at when they turned 3D, so that's X and Y. So you're saying since X and Y till now, because that would have been over a decade now. No, it's fine. So over a decade now, through all of those games, where they have had model changes over those decades as well, they should have still built up enough animations to be able to reach the point where they could justify what you're asking for. Now, another issue that I have with that statement is that the point now with model changes, animations, you can't just plop an animation onto a model. It will not always work one-to-one too, because some model changes might have it might be rigged differently, and it may have like let me just work with that. It might be rigged differently, so you can't just plop an animation from, like, let me say Pikachu in X and Y to Pikachu in Legend ZA and expect it to work the same. They will still have to retool that animation as well. Now, if they didn't change the models, right? If they never updated the models over the time, then yes, that would be the perfect world, you know. But we do know that they have done that. No, that's what I said. Oh, they're using the same models. What's that? I would have a shift and a preset animations based on their stature, 4-legged versus 2-legged versus floating, and attach it based on that. But I can agree that since X and Y, they should have had enough animations. Okay, that's fair. It's just textures or the skeletons are the same. See, I feel like, you know, now that I think about it, did they ever really explain how those things work in the Terror leak? These are the kind of things that we need. Like, when they had dropped, like, the leak from Game Freak, they could have gone into how the models work and if they've genuinely changed over time, you know? That would have been a real nice, like, thing to, like, info to drop. Also, I have not been playing this game for the last, like, half an hour. I want to go and catch my Froakie. I know what to get to. Hold on, huh? Well, we can talk. We can continue to talk while we do this. Right. That's where you get this info from. So the info of, like, that they haven't changed the models. Is that what you mean? What are you doing out here? You know, Ekans is still the escape Pokemon. Where does the tail start? Or does it really have a long body or a really long tail? Or is it all body? Maybe I can figure out if I see one up close. My mom says Pokemon in the wild zone aren't safe to go near. But it'd be safe if I get a real good look at one of your Pokemon, right? If you catch an Ekans, can you show it to me? I think I should have an Ekans already. I mean, Pokemon is always a console meeting. Listen. I'm thinking about how they get rid of Masuda, like how they leaked the other day, how they had to get rid of Masuda because he was centralizing too much power. That shit was crazy to me. Yes, you can look at the icons. This is one such point of contention. Yes, you can pet the snake. Oh wow, it's kind of soft after all, and its tails are all slippery. You know the number one thing I've learned about icons? It's really cute. Imagine if it's cute. During the leaks, they pulled the entire model of every Pokemon system from Let's Go forward, which are all 2K texture, which didn't make sense at the time, but in the downscale, they got exactly the same model used for Southern Union and all the other games. Yeah, no, you can't make a model low res. That's kind of like the idea of you would never, how to describe it though? I was going to think about like something 3D printing wise. No, not 3D printing. I had an example in my head. But like recording a video to put out. You will always record your video in 4K, like 4K 60 FPS. But then when you're exporting it, you export it at like 1080p 30 or 1080p 60, because the idea is that you try to gather as much information as you can, make it as detailed as you can, but then you reduce the size for when you actually have to put it into a game. I think that is basic, like a basic compression technique, you know? Like, that just makes sense. It's kind of like, I was gonna bring that back to something else. I forgot I was gonna bring that back to. Yeah. I got to see Akabas up close. It was super interesting. One day I'm gonna catch an Akans of my own, and then we can learn even more about it. You can get your own snake, man. Yeah. As I mean, how the future models have been reusing them. Okay. So now again, you still haven't. I don't think you've really answered my question on what would be the justification for them having to have animated and a unique tackle for each Pokemon. Like, I think if you could give me a good, genuine answer for that, I'll just genuinely have to fold. Like, what would be the benefit of giving every Pokemon that can learn Tackle a unique animation for a Tackle? Like, genuinely. Like, this is not me even trying to, like, defend intent, like, Game Freak or anything like that. I still think Game Freak, as programmers, are terrible. I don't think that there's a genuine good reason for making a unique animation for generic moves. Right? And that is just that. For generic moves. Why do we need that? Where am I going now? Alright, I'm looking for who has the Froakie. I want to find the fucker who has the Froakie. I know you're here somewhere. Let's go to Umax. I don't think the tackle animation is too different from each other. It depends on again the stature and the neck and the hand and the placements, no? See, now for tackle, even for tackle is just you are running at the Pokemon and ramming into them. And it would just be 3, but see, you're saying 3 variations based on how I would argue based on how we know how they animated. No. How we know they animated now is that, well, actually, like, how, it would be, ooh, hold on, free shit. Give me money. Oh no, it's me. Boo, give me money, man. So what I was saying now, I know for certain God, what was the word I was looking for? I forgot the point I was gonna make because I get distracted by free item. Alright, let me see. I'm sure there's only like 3 variations. So the 3 variations, so let me say 4-legged, 2-legged. And this is a physical move, so you're just going to be throwing your body at them. So I would argue, even for if it's 2-legged versus 4-legged, it's the same thing, just the Pokemon running towards them, right? So you could just utilize the running animation that it has, put a little poof, and that's your tackle. I don't think you need to do anything past that. It's just a tackle, you know? Okay, well, I think all this emotion-wise, give an animation for attack, like, okay, say same animation for tackle, body slam, etc. They could have a generic tackle animation, but having none at all doesn't make sense. Wait, hold on. Think about immersion wise, given an animation for attack like tackle, body slam, they could have a generic tackle animation. But the thing is, they do have a generic tackle animation. I don't know if it's maybe it's me, like how I think of it was too, but I think, are you thinking of animation as like it has to be like, I guess, stylistic? Or is it that, because remember, animation doesn't have to be anything fancy. Like, again, my Tepic using rollout just now where it turned into the rock and just rolled out is an animation. You know? Not anytime they didn't. Oh, you're talking about in the old games. You're talking about it like, like say, handheld era, where they would just like fly forward, you see the Pokemon react and they fly back like that. Okay, no, that's fair. But we're not in that era anymore though. As well as, though we have, like, let me say again, tackle versus body slam. A tackle versus a body slam could be the same animation in my eyes, but obviously you give body slam a better oomph behind it, where you know it hits harder because it's a move that literally hits harder. Or even if you just like throw them up in the air or something. But again, to me, I don't think that you need to have anything too fancy or special again for these moves. Let's say their animation, yes, and some do, but they don't have nearly as much as they should. I think I just disagree. I think it's just I just think I disagree. It's probably, wait, hold on, where the fuck am I going again? I passed my fucking destination. Yeah, I think it's just that I would disagree in that sense, where I think what we have now is fine, because every special moves has something special going for it. And oh, that's this one. Okay, no, that's not my Furky. I don't care about you. If I go to place Furky somewhere, let's go this way. All right. You just called it running up to a Pokemon. Was it something that happened until what, Sword and Shield? Was it? But yeah, that was when they switched to open world. So I think because they had to have that switch to open world, so in Sword and Shield, but not open world, but wait, no, that one also had no, that one was also turn-based. Yeah, that one had the traditional thing. It was really Scarlet and Violet that had the whole, like, I'm in the open world, I'm using the literal environment as my backdrop. Let's. So yeah, even up until Sword and Shield is when they made an animation for tackle, I want to say. But even before then, I don't think they really needed to do that. So here's what I'm trying to. I think the better way to show it would be literally to show it in Sword and Shield, or I would say Scarlet and Violet. You will work with Scarlet and Violet, right? Scarlet and Violet is the first game where we have our Pokemon in the literal environment like this, right? Where we can literally stand side by side by Pokemon, interact with Pokemon in the environment itself, right? Before that, it was always, remember, the little screen where, you know, you're seeing the back sprites of your Pokemon, the front of the Pokemon. You didn't really necessarily need to do anything too fancy for that. But with the transition into moving into these open environments and these what do you call these things? Like these things where you have the Pokemon here, you are forced to do the actual little anime. I wonder if I can teach my fucking tackle actually, you know, that thing going to. I fucking can. Alright, so let's see how tackle looks in this game. Tackle! See, just a little nudge forward and it does the damage. Obviously, it would be running up physically up to the Pokemon, nudge. And I think it would use whatever the physical move animation is for that Pokemon. So in this case, Tepic has that nudge as its physical animation. It does the little thing around it. Oof. That's fine to me. I think that's fine to me. Wait, let me give my fucking thing back to roll up before I forget. Alright. Okay, well, there are two ways they can execute this one. The layers approach where they have 4 movement animations. The system which is based on what is needed. Think how visual novels are done, but not full character sprites are partial. Or they're the full animations done and basically you switch for every user input and so on. Now, I think what they do the first one, where you have, like, again, you see the Pokemon running up, run, that's the run animation. Then you see the tackle where it goes into the physical move animation, and it adds flavor around it to make it so that it does the move. That's the layered approach essentially. Oh, here's my Froakie! So I think that's good, you know? The tackle, which is something that every Pokemon learns. Not every Pokemon learns tackle. Some Pokemon learn scratch. Don't forget that. PCIs on this is our masterpiece, our greatest, hardest ever scaffolding course. And the current record holder for this clearing the course, the quickest, is the wild Froakie over there. Hi, Froakie. Look at that smug face. God, I'm faster than you, slouches written all over it. We gotta show that Froakie what humans are capable of, kid. Help me bring it down a peg. If you can clear this course in 30 seconds or less, then that Froakie will have to admit you're good. Alright, I'll do this in a second. We didn't have 2.5 day angles for tilted since X and Y. I'm saying that shit we're getting. No, should have happened since Dex. But they don't have a reason to do it then, because back then it was still more, like, again, turn-based, not in an open environment, to be able to say like, oh well, I'm going to actually notice this whole full animation. You're not saying like the full Pokemon. No, you are still seeing the full Pokemon's body, but I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I have these thoughts in my head where it's like, I know the difference between how Sun and Moon looks versus how Scarlet and Violet looks. And I can't justify having those animations for Sun and Moon versus having those animations for a game like Scarlet and Violet. You know, that's really just it, you know. Granted, and then there's also the fact that Sun and Moon were also on the 3DS, which was not as powerful as, say, a Switch 1 or a Switch 2. So even throwing in those animations there, programmatically, it may not have had the power to even do all of those things then. They have the power now, and they have no choice but to do it now because of how the games are stylized now. And that's the key difference between those two games. Those two games are not the same. So you can't use the same argument of, oh, they should have had animations back then. The games are not the same back then. They are two very different games, both stylistically and artistically. Well, that's like the same thing, but you get the idea. It's like, it is not the same. So you can't say like, oh, well, the animations that we have now should have been back then. I don't think that's a good... I think we're looking at hindsight. Well, I think you might be looking at hindsight. I wouldn't say I'm looking at hindsight. I'm saying that us getting it now is fine. I'm saying back then it would not have made sense, because I don't think it makes sense. Because it doesn't make sense in those games. Those games were, again, look at Twinkle Tackle is a terrible example, because that one was just bad. But even if you look at again, if you were to take Tackle back then, where you see it, just the Pokemon kind of like lean back, run forward, hit, and just do that. That works because of how the game is styled, right? But it would not work the same. You can't do the same thing in Sun and Moon here in Legends EA, Scarlet and Violet, or Sword and Shield, you know? Where actually my boy. Oh, hold on, I'll show you in a second. Let me do the course. Actually, I can pause the game real quick so I can show you the map. Wait, hold on. Did I switch back on TikTok? Okay, I did. Good. Just making sure. Right. Right. So I am. Oh, I can't pause. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I actually remember how to do this. Climb up. Hi, Froakie. Right, where I said, where like I said, it could have handled it, and it should have been done and bang. Here, where they kind of have it, kind of missed the point of having it. Allow for the environment of the game now. I'm trying to process your statement. Like, I get your point, said unnecessarily in some senses, but I think I understand the point that you're trying to make. Is like, if you truly love these games, you should make the attempt. I mean, literally through the Terror Leaks, I guess you could know if they made an attempt to do things like that. But you know, hold on now. Progress probably over the next stage of the greatest hardest ever scaffolding course already. I'll be waiting for you there. Oh, there's more to this. Alright, let me show the map so that way y'all can see where we have to go to start the Froakie quest. It is here at the edge of the map, right next to Jean Sector 8. Where am I to go now? Oh, literally right there. So yeah, I think it's just that for me, you know. I get what y'all saying. However, I still would argue with the sheer number of Pokemon that we have in each game. Granted, like Legend CA is a much smaller dex. I think Legend CA only has 230 Pokemon. So it's a small dex. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Oh, Arthur, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. How was your gaming? Did you enjoy playing your games? How was it? I was like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it a lot. Maybe I'm lovely from 6 years ago. But yeah, so for me, I would say you don't need the animations to be that fancy, unless it's for specific moves or like things like that, you know. DM, where you DM it to him on I would assume it's on Discord. Let me see. High quality animations. That shit was funny. I will never forget that. That was funny. Watching Hop and How have the same animations. That was just funny. I'll never forget that. I've been playing the second I saw you doing this. I'm doing good. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot. Actually going onto my personal account and play this, and I was like, nice. How far are you on your personal save? I don't say these shit. I felt that. The only reason why I know how to do this course is because I did it on my save. So that's why I can do this a lot easier. I feel like I'm doing a tutorial for it. Hey, Akash, what's up, man? Bro, King, what's this skin routine, bro? Why you look like you have makeup on? It might just be, I don't know if TikTok doing some kind of thing where like doing touch-ups. I don't know. Well, I feel like I just try to disable it every time I see it on, but I shouldn't have makeup on. I don't wear makeup. Upsy daisy. Hello, Froakie. I'm here to beat your course time. I don't wear makeup. What? Yeah, on this only ever had to. Oh, crouch! You know, I did not think about crouching going over those beams. You know, I just did it slowly. Amazing. You still have the scaffolding courses. Or are you? The contest still isn't over yet. One more challenge lies ahead. Frog is probably over the final stage of the greatest, hardest ever scaffolding course already. So I'll be waiting for you there, Star. Okay, boss. On the last course, I think when I played it on my personal save, I think I tried it, but that was just because I locked in. I locked in and I figured it out. Where are you guys? So I was like, I gotta lock in. I lie. I think it took me 3 tries actually. Yeah, I think it actually took me 3 tries. Let me see if I can one-try this time. Yeah, no, this one took me like about 3 tries actually, yeah. Alright. Hello, K-pop idol. Alright, let's do this last one. We have basically a minute to do it. People popping fireworks for Diwali by me, boy. Ready, steady, and go! Alright, so let's climb up the ladder. I think I have to roll this way. I missed the roll. Alright, I already failed. Cut the cameras! Cut the cameras! Cut the cameras! Cut the cameras! No, we didn't see that attempt. That attempt didn't happen. Also, we just realized, browser's still up on this one. Yeah, cut the cameras. Nobody saw that attempt. That attempt didn't happen. Y'all have no proof. I got the first 2 so perfect. I can mark the 3rd. I hope I don't take long on this 3rd one. I just want to add the little frog boy to my team. Probably might do some rack matches on this account. Wait, actually, can I? I don't have Nintendo Online on this save, so I won't be able to get the Greninjite on the save. Oh well. All right, so now I roll here. I think I have a ladder here. Then go up to the top, and then come down to here. God damn it! I didn't mean to walk so fast. All right, that's fine. It's fine. 3rd time's the charm, guys. 3rd time's the charm. We got this. Thanks, Damien. Thank you, Damien. God. Alright, this is the world record attempt right here. Right, 2 seconds by rolling, climb up the ladder. And roll across. Make it to the ladder, press A. Climb. And come down. Take it. Nice and slow. Right, there we go. Going up this one as well. I think I have to roll over this. Yep, there we go. Again now. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. And boom! Third time the charm, baby. Let's go. Hey. Hello, little frog boy. Look at you, kid. You dash right across that scaffolding like some kind of ninja master. Through the magic of scaffolding courses, you and Froakie have built a special bond of sort, or sort of bond. You should have a join your team. Yeah, you can join my team. You obtain Froakie. And you also deserve a reward from me for that impressive speedrunning performance. What did I get? What did I get? What did I get? What did I get? Money and some candy. Okay, great. It really stopped showing off as much agility as a speedy Pokemon like Froakie. I hope you'll make it to the top of every last one of our scaffolding courses with your new pal. Excuse me. Alright, nice. Who do I want to replace for... I'll move you out for now. Welcome to the team, Froakie. You also, you have a terrible nature. I feel like I keep getting sold by random chance on all of my Pokemon, man. Not even like something a little beneficial to one of its good stats. Alright, I'm missing the Battle Royale tonight. I'm going to find a bench to sit on. It must have one by Prison Town. I really want to, at the very least, try and get through rank W before the night is over. Up there you are. Roll. I can't sit on these benches. Oh, there are some benches here. Roll. What a nice bench. Let's kill some time here, guys. Just go to the team. Also, my 2 main complaints. I have 3 main complaints about Legend CA. 1. Every time I was going to pick up, so back in a bit. Okay, no problem. So I have 3 complaints. 1. In a game like Legends Arceus, where they still managed to program in slow start for Regigigas, why couldn't they program in levitate for Electros? That's my first complaint. 2, I think this game could have done really well with a bike. A bike would have been nice, right? 3, I forgot what my third argument was. Secret ending. A secret ending, you say? I do not know about this secret ending, sir. What is this secret ending? I'm about to feed my Froakie drugs. Actually, I probably could just do it, go in and level up my Pokemon in general. Let me move 1 and 2 out, and let's level these guys up to level 20. Let's go to... What zone? Yeah, zone 5 will probably be our best bet. Oh, that one! Oh yeah, no, I saw that one already. That one was funny. They were like, hey buddy, it's time to go. Was I a good Pokemon trainer? No. No, you weren't. Let's send out you. Head bells for that infestation. Roll out. Oh crap. I pissed off the output. Of course you're going after me, because why wouldn't you go after the Pokemon that's attacking your other friends? I don't have any Pokemon that can help with this. Because I decided that would be a good idea to put away my my only fire Pokemon. Okay, out of that, nice. Ooh, time to go. Yeah, that should look like it hurt. Jesus. Ah, you've been seeded. Oh, no, it doesn't seem to affect Bellsprout. Nice. Come over here. Up. Well, there goes Skiddo. Alright, this is not looking up for me. Yeah, focus me. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that doesn't do any damage. No, never mind. I'm getting out of here. These Pokemon are abusive. Okay, tip for the future. Don't attack the alphas if I know I don't have the power level to do so. Who would have thought? Not me. I would have never thought, honestly. I don't know why would I ever think about something like that, genuinely. We'll try that again from the top. No, there's nothing you can help me with, madam. Thank you so much. Alright, what did you have? I know these Pokemon here are weaker level than what I have now, and I don't think. Oh no, I did unlock Area 6. Let's go to Area 6 actually. Let's go here, and we'll fly to here. And turn around, turn around, turn around. Oh no. What? Oh, it's just, whatchamacallits. That is that, its name is whatchamacallits. Just fucking scatterbug. I don't know English, guys. English is not my strong suit. Where's the Pokemon Center? Come to me! Let me feel my Pokemon. This is not an entrance. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to get that. Nice, there we go. And then no. Wait, is it not the course I literally did not too long ago? It is the course I did not too long ago. Up, and I failed it because I'm bad at the game. Oh my god, I saw Lex playing Rivals! He's playing Marvel Rivals, oh my god. Alright, so Froken University team should be healed now. Alright, nice. You sell berries. Also, I found out about mints like so late into my playthrough that I was genuinely like, I did not know that I could get them before post game. So all of my Pokemon and my personal save are just optimized to be the very best I could, like no one ever was. To catch them is the real test. To train them is their cause. Right, I think this one is the one that should have the Alpha Houndour in it, right? Yeah, you have Alpha Houndour, I mean. Oh god, did I wake it up? I did. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone! Oh, this is level 32! Okay, never mind. We are not fighting that. We are leaving. Is it still chasing me? Is it still chasing me? I don't think it is. Okay. Ah, son of a bitch, it might be. Brother, how are you sensing me from so far away? Does that reset it? Alright, looks like it did. Alright, there we go. Much better. Alright, quick attack. Actually, let me catch one of you guys. Nice. Not to use my team. I'm just catching it for catching the sake. Ooh, I know Froakie can evolve. Oh my god, I got a Frogadier. Does he learn any new moves? For evolving? I hope he does. He does not. Oh wait, can I teach him any teams? Ooh, aerial ace. Just for coverage sake. Bubble Beam. And then aerial ace. Splash. that just looks funny. He's like boom, 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 boom. And bubble beam. That's another level up. See if I can switch into another Pokemon to give it some much needed training. Damn, Esper might be weak. Then again, it's just a baby. It's just a baby. You're getting cooked. Oh, damn, I feel like maybe I'm making a mistake trying to like. Oh no, never protecting my splash. I think I'm making a mistake trying these Pokemon I'm not familiar with. Like, I can only learn one way. You're only gonna learn one way. There's so many Pokemon out there in the world, and I don't use a lot of them. I really do need to learn more of them. Oh no, hold on. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I was now thinking in my head, I wonder if rollout works the same way that it does in the other games where if you use it back to back to back that it powers up. Because I never did check the summary of it. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. Where can I go from here? I can go down. Yes, I can. Oh, I can also go up. Let's go up first. Whee! No, Mosquito, no! Don't get hit by the confusion, no! You're gonna try and hit me with confusion again? Okay. Actually, I'm getting healed back from the seat. No, Mosquito, no! The confused ray is gonna hit you! Oh, Swablu! But he is still confused. Anything down here? Oh, TM. What is it? Oh, water pulse. Oh, I'm teaching that immediately. Let's see. Does water pulse? It does less damage than bubble beam for the same cooldown, but I can confuse. I have not used the lick all that much. I'm just gonna swap that one out. And hit that. Whee! And and a brick wall. Alright, Magikarps. It's time for you. Time to do. Time to do. I didn't even think I could hit this thing in the water. Never mind, I can. I feel like before, when I tried to hit that Magikarp in the water, it just did not move. Ooh, now you have to kill. I'm gonna walk away from you. Oh, that's an alpha. Oh, I might have pissed it off. Oh, goodbye, Skido. Yeah, no, this is a mistake. Goodbye. It's time to leave. You ever make a mistake and immediately, like, just regret it? Yeah, that was me just now. I am not strong enough to take on any kind of alpha Pokemon just yet. I need to get to my nearest Pokemon Center. Hello, Nurse Joy. I killed my goat. Help me. My goat. Look at what they're doing to my goat. Alright, let's see. Alright, so Skeeter is at a good level. I need to get Esper up. I also need to see when does Esper evolve, because I'm wondering if it's even worth it anymore at this point. Okay, it just says Esper evolves into Meowstick, but it doesn't say how. You know, this is why I don't like Bulbapedia. Let's check. Cerebi. Level 25? Okay. Alright. Can I hold on till level 25 though is question. Actually, no, I don't think I want to use you. no, I don't think I will. Let's move you back in for now. I'll keep Venipede. I'll run into Lucha on my starts, obviously. I guess I can throw back in Fluffy for now. Unless there's another Pokemon in here that I could use that isn't Ralts. Nothing here tickles my fancy. I lie. I did want to run a Fluffy before, you know. You know that I was doing what I was tapping with she was trying to catch a Baneri. I wasn't trying to catch a Baneri, I was trying to fight it. What do you mean? You trying to evolve a true love and kindness too? I wasn't trying to catch a Baneri, I was trying to level up my Pokemon. Now, BB. The BB. Oh, this is gonna like evolve, like it will evolve soon. Okay, I'll keep a baby and I'll keep the other two Pokemon, and this will be my team for now. Here, let me give you some candy. Here, have some candy. Alright, straight up to 16. And then let's give you two more. 17. Ooh, almost 18. And then I'll just give you one extra small one for 18. Oh my god, I got the idea for a new move. I'll give you one as well. Venipede. You sure I seen Ralts on your team too? Ralts was on my team. And I was like, you know, I'm trying to run Pokemon that I don't usually use all too much for this stream run. Because, you know, there's some Pokemon out there that is like, oh, you know, I never really tried them because I don't really like them. So I was like, you know what? I want to try something different. You know? I'm trying something new. let's first of all I can put you here alongside the others now. Right, so you are 20, 22, and 23. Yeah, let's get these guys leveled up a little bit, and then we'll go and farm up some points, get a challenge ticket, and excuse me, go on from there. Where would be a good place to trade? Yeah, if I catch these two, I could complete this zone, you know. I have to catch a Baneri for the zone. Yeah. Hey, you! Bumblebee! And then waterfall. Why are you running? Why are you running? Okay. That should be caught. Nice. And then now throw you in here. Oh, hold on, wait. Oh my god, I got stuff. I'll get a TM for light screen. It can boost your guard so they take less damage from special moves. Get beam. And then boom. Oh, ooh, he tried to attack me. No, I have my team ready. I literally have my last 3 Pokemon. I'm just racing. I'm leveling up these others before I go in. Alright, Meditite is supposed to be below here. Yep, there you are. Alright, let me infesticize you. And then so baby, you can Fairy Wind. Brother, why are you shooting from so far? And then toss a ball. Nice. That's a nice cool 1,000 points. And then now ooh, Draining Kiss. These are one is a physical move. That's fine. What other moves do you have? Nothing that's good. Protect for that. Okay. Buddy. You are not supposed to be here. You are supposed to be in the box. Into the box you go. Bye. Oh, I can get ice cream now. Man, using that flavor like it's been it's been 3,000 years. 3,000 years. Right, let me stay as far away as I can from that Houndoom. Also, it's almost nighttime. Let's see if we get these guys like 2 more levels really quickly. What if I just raise a leaf for you? Ah, get shit on. Yeah, Protect really does take a good bit to come back to, for real. He's used Splash like 3 times in a row before using an actual attacking move. That's kind of crazy. 4 times in a row. Cool. That's great for me. I have 0 complaints. Let's try you. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Y'all did not see that happen. Y'all have no proof that happened. And if y'all have proof, then it's AI. I kind of love that poison thing. Feels like it just always poisons in this game. It just feels like it does. You should die to either poison or infestation or both. Nice. Down here you have you guys. Can I hit the infestation from all the way up there? Nope, but I can hit like close enough to it. He's like, huh? What are you doing? will just die to poison at some point, or the infestation. Like, yeah, that's a free kill. Alright, same thing to you now. Ooh, damn! That shit hurted. I don't think I protected in time. No, he's paralyzed. Alright, 19. Alright, I think after this, it's just like everything else can come from. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, right, you can evolve now. Flamibi is about to evolve. Let it evolve. Let it evolve. Let it evolve. Let it evolve. I now have a floette. A floette of my... Excuse me? Huh? You can just learn Moonblast? Just like that? Hello? That feels illegal. No, that just feels illegal. Like, what? What? Huh? You did... That's crazy. It took my God of War until its 40s or 50s to learn Moonblast, and you're telling me just by evolving you get Moonblast? That's crazy. That's insane. What? Nah, that's crazy work, dog. Move these guys back into my team and get ready to fight at night. I didn't realize the camera was over, so I overshot. Alright, where's the nearest bench? Oh, bench, where are you? I would like to sit down for a quick rest. You may not have any use. You will. I think I can roll out these. I can. Ooh, stuff. Is this more parkour? I don't think I can climb up these though. No hardcore parkour for me. Ooh. Alright, you can roll out these rocks. Oh, I'm right next to the Ordino quest. That's funny. Okay, there's a few more seconds until it's nighttime. Hey Tepig, how are you doing, buddy? I mean, Pig Knight, how are you doing, buddy? You good? You having fun? Enjoying yourself? Doing good? Stop. Alright, it's nighttime. Where's this battle zone? Oh, it's like not far from here. Okay, good. Excuse me. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. He didn't see me. I did not mean to roll. I did not mean to roll. But it's fine. I saved it. It's all good. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Nice. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yep, we're good. We are good. Oops. You didn't see me, you didn't see me, you didn't see me, you didn't see me. Alright, nice. I'm about to hit you with the snatch this mix up of your life, buddy. Moonblast! What is this one? Knockout. I don't have any electric type moves on my team. That one I can do. Shit! God damn it. Oh no, it's B! Here it is. Woo. And then bubble beam. Nice. Which one of my Pokemon have a normal type move on them still? Okay, I stand corrected. I think it's only you, which is hilarious, actually. You didn't see me, you didn't see me, you didn't see me. Oh, posture check. Alright. Set up properly. Sneak around the corner. Oh no, it's coming. Fine. That's just funny. That's just funny. Much damage to that thing? Not a lot. Just need to get 1 kill. Okay, no slouching. Thank you. Ooh, a gift for my victory. I got great balls. I've been told that I have great balls. Pause. Sneak up and start battles using grass type moves. I need to get my poison off of you. Take those. I just need to sneak up and thing. Okay. I'm seeing trailers that I never saw in my my personal playthrough. Ooh. Run away! Run away! Nice, right. Oh, he's literally going back in the same place. Damn, that's not what I wanted to do, but you know what? It worked out. Try to sneak up and use the water attack, but I sneaked and used quick attack by accident. Pikachu is so fragile. It's not even funny. Right, sneak up and use. I sneak up and use water moves off grass moves. Ooh. Oh, hold on. I'll come back for that card in a second. Oh, what? Oh, I didn't realize he turned around. My bad, guy. What do I want to use? How about I just hit you with a Moonblast, bro? Goodbye. How about I do the same thing to you? Oh, no, hold on. I don't have it available for that. And no, I hit you with a Moonblast. Goodbye. Oh, you lived? I feel like that's illegal. I feel like that should be a hate crime. Yeah, just a thought. Yeah, just putting that out there. That I think that doesn't make sense. You know, it sucks I didn't get to do the any of the tasks. Let me see what you're giving me. Immediately. Oh, okay. No, this is fine. I can do the same thing for one of these. I don't know. Wait, what should I say? I was about to be like, I don't have a fire type, and then I remember Pignite exists. Can you all tell that I'm like a really good Pokemon trainer, guys? God damn it, it moved. Let's try that again. God damn it, it didn't reach. Come on, hit it. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this one should hit this time. There we go. Upgrade to some Curacao. Hello, welcome in. The game is going. I'm having a fun time playing the game. How are you doing tonight? What's up? How's everything going with you? Quick attack. Oh, not enough. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. I mean, I have a few complaints here and there, but it's nothing like so much that it's making me not enjoy the game. Oh, that was 1,200 points. Okay, that's enough of my challenges ticket. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game thoroughly. Thoroughly. Yes, I'm having a lot of fun. Are you considering getting the game? I hope that you are, because the game is a lot of fun. Big Chillin' Dog, may I make a request? Sure. What is your request? And then now another fluffer. Oh, you see my shinies? Okay, so I don't have any shinies on this save, but I have 2 shinies on my personal save. I have a shiny Flubebe that I just randomly found, and I have the shiny. I got the shiny Mareep that you get through playing the game. Unfortunately, that's all I have going. So yeah, because I'm much further in my my personal save, like much further. But this one I haven't played it since last week Thursday, because I only play when I come on stream. I can do this. But yeah, unfortunately, I've not done any of the fun ways to get shinies, like the bench method. Which I think is so crazy. Imagine using like imagine just like sleeping on a bench to get shinies. It's like peak homeless behavior. Bench? Yeah, so in this game, you can use the benches to reset the time, or like skip time to go to the next time of day, and that resets the spawns for a wild area. So if you sit in a wild area and you like go and keep sitting on the bench, you can recycle the spawns until you get a shiny. And the way how shinies work in this game is that they kind of cache it, where if you get a shiny, it doesn't immediately disappear like if you move away from the area. So, ooh, you're rank W. What, buddy? You wanna hit those? Yeah. So you don't immediately lose the shiny. So you can literally just, I think you can save up to 10 shiny Pokemon before you start losing them. Sounds wild. It does. But I think because of how the game automatically auto-saves as well, they needed to do something that helps with that. Oops. Yeah, they needed to do something that helps with that, because people would be shiny hunting and they would do shinies and they would complain. So I guess it makes sense. And I mean, it works. I guess a consequence of that happening is the bench method, where you can just cycle spawns by sitting on the bench and getting new ones. You know? Oh, let's sit properly. But also, I don't have any legendaries in my main team because I'm still going through the main story, and they haven't had any legendary contests yet. So yeah, I'm moving real slow on this save, and I'm still not even done on my main savers yet. Ooh, what's this? Give me some prize medals. I want some money, please. Thank you. Thanks for the cash. Oh, that's 110? Jesus. Alright. What the first Pokemon in the beginning of the game like? So I can show you. Let me take a quick pause. So when you start the game, you get this area here first unlocked. So these are the first set of Pokemon that you can catch. Right? And the beginning of the game is relatively short, so you can get Wild Zone 2. There's the next set of Pokemon that you can catch, and then Wild Zone 3. And then Wild Zone 4, which would be up here. The Pokemon that I have missing there is Hornedge. But that's like the selection of Pokemon that you can get in the first half an hour, I would say, of the game, roughly. It's not a bad selection, but it's also not the greatest. I personally don't think you would find a lot of I'm taking this Pokemon to the end game kind of Pokemon unless you're doing a challenge run. Excuse me. But it's still not a terrible selection by any means, you know? You like the selection? Yeah. It's good, you know? It's not your typical, like your I guess your Ralts or your anything along those, like your Beldums or anything like that. But there are some good Pokemon, especially for the early game. Oh, hit those. Let's go. Where's Sableye? Sableye, you can catch a Sableye in zone 4, I believe it is. Hold on, let me get this last one and I'll show you. I will find them. Okay, hold on. There is a very early game Sableye. So in zone 4, was it zone 3? No, yeah. In zone 4, there's a side quest that you can do that is required for story progression, where you can encounter Sableye and catch it. So that is the earliest time that you can get a Sableye. I think after that, I think it's a good bit in. So if you want a Sableye, this is your like earliest time that you can find it at area 4. Because I think even if I check my boxes, I should have mines. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I have my Sableye here. Alright, I want to do... How long until it's daytime? Oh, I still have a lot of time until it's daytime. I think you definitely... Buddy. Skidoo. What was that? What was that? What was that, buddy? What? He's a fave? Sableye is a very cool Pokemon, honestly. I'll never forget when it was one of the few... Oh my god. It was one of the few Pokemon that had no weaknesses at all. And then they introduced fairy types. And they said no to that. But Sableye had a very cool niche back then. And then it got its Mega. And its Mega is really cool. It just like goes full Gem Gremlin. Alright, let's see if I can get like 3 more. Oh yes, you can heal me, thank god. Yes, please, thank you. Wonder God, Sableye. Oh man. If only Sableye could get Wonder God as like a legitimate ability, that would have caused some problems for sure. But I don't have electric moves on my Pokemon. Alright, Skidoo. I need you to hit this Razor Leaf. Thank you. Good job. Yeah, no, that would just be fun. If a Pokemon like ooh, damn, that was a truth. If a Pokemon like Sableye back then could have gotten it, it would not have been a good time. Granted, I can argue that imagine if Shedinja could get, what is it that there was the combo, I think, was it Terrestrial? It was Terrestrialized Shedinja with Air Balloon. Terrestrialized, it didn't say electric type, and that's the closest thing you can get to a Pokemon that's non-killable. Punch. Oh, that didn't take it out? Okay, same real. It was me, I was hiding behind this bush the whole time. Punch it! Punch! Alright, one more battle, and then we could call it George for this Battle Royale night. I'm actually surprised it's still nighttime. I feel like my night times on my personal save are significantly shorter. Yeah, that Shedinja strat is insane. If Shedinja was available in Scarlet and Violet, it would have been a terror, a genuine terror. Game Freak knew what they were doing by not putting that Pokemon in that game. A lot of people would have more than likely ran that strat. and it would have caused so many problems. No, I don't have any electric type moves. Where are all of the trainers at? In that game, yeah, that game specifically. Oops, 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 oops. It's nearly daytime. Alright. Wing attack! Everyone would have to have a fire type, yes! Actually, no, if it has air balloon and you get if it has air balloon, it's terrestrial into electric type. No, I don't think any ground move would be able to hit it. Or is it that? I think it was something along those lines. Like, it would literally be an unkillable Shedinja. Listen, when I need Pokemon champions to come out so that way I can do funny stuff like that. I need to have my funny haha moments. Up, down. Ooh, get one shot. Get one shot by a flower wielding fairy that has the strongest fairy type move in the game. Because that makes sense. Waterfalls. Ah man, I can't wait for Pokemon Champions to come out to see all of the cool things that will come out from that, you know? I think that game will be very like healthy for competitive. Let's see, I don't have any electric moves. Nope, you can't see me, you can't see me. Oh my god, they keep giving me electric type move cards. I know you're paralyzed, buddy, but I'm gonna need to hit this water pulse. It's not gonna reach, is it? Yeah, it's not gonna reach. Alright, try Bubble Beam this time. It didn't reach either. Hold on, she's walking towards me. Okay, no! Now's the time! Yes! Alright, that was good. Victory! Bum, 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 bum. Alright, I think that's enough. All it's gonna be daytime in like 2 seconds. That was some good battling. I got my challenge ticket, so now I can try and rank up. Excuse me. Yeah, I straight up snuck that. Yeah, no, I was actually I was like, I do love the combat in this game. The combat in this game is so much fun. Alright, let's go find. Alright, so this is where I have to go and fight that guy. So let's heal up and then go. No, listen, I love the music in this game. The music is really good. I would put on the city music. For if you want to code and relax, just put on Lumio City music and you would be able to lock in. I feel like you genuinely could. Like, listen to it. Can I raise my volume? Damn, my volume maxed out already. Oh, and I'm going the wrong way. I think that it doesn't really sequel. I get it. Okay, that's fair. I don't think, well, technically this game is a sequel of an older Pokemon game. But I say technically because it's not really a sequel. It's more like a continuation, I would say. It's weird. It's in its own weird place, I would argue. Where's my... Oh, okay, there we go. I'm confused. So this is Pokemon Legends ZA, and it is continuing the story of Pokemon X and Y. But you are only limited to playing in Lumio City, which is one city in the entire region. But it is set in the future. So I don't know if they would have a sequel to it. It is more like this is kind of like the sequel, you know? Ooh, this is exciting. There's something that's just so rank X about you. Doesn't matter if you get what I mean. What matters is, do you want to battle or not? I'll battle you. I'm fighting a kid, guys. He's just a kid. Facts, to be honest, as long as it lowers my blood pressure real. Is Alcela Lumiose destroyed? No, it's not destroyed. The game is centered around after the entire incident of Pokemon X and Y with the firing of whatever the weapon's name is, the ultimate weapon, Lumio City got a lot of destruction in it. So in the reconstruction efforts, they are trying to combine human living and Pokemon living. So the game is focused on that because, you know, technically all the Pokemon are coming into the city. So you don't really need to go outside. If that makes sense, you know? Following that logic, A is the best, which is why I gotta win my way up to rank A. Rank A. I'm gonna reach rank A first, kid. Heck, rank X does really suit you. I mean, you've got the face that screams, I love rank X! Kids, am I right, guys? I follow? Yeah, that's good, that's good. Alright, we're going up against Zalvi, the grade schooler. Setting out a Venipede. Wait, who do I have in my lead? Oh, Cork. He is sassy, he is. Alright, let's swap out. Yeah, run. Aerial Ace. Thanks, good job. Kadabra, okay. Is that a word called psychic moves? Wait, hold on. Is the other way around? Yeah, psychic is super effective against poison, not the other way around. I keep forgetting that. That's my own fault. I'm going to revive my Venipede so that way it doesn't lose out on the experience. Alright, let's water pulse you. Ooh. Hit it with a quick attack. Alright, just spam all my moves at this point. I'm not doing too hot. The Pokemon always do an animation when you send them out? Yeah, they do. They always do a little animation when you send them out. Okay, this is not the one. Ooh, nice try putting me to sleep. Flame Wheel! Final Pokemon, this can't be right. You're too strong for rank X. Because I'm just better than you, kid. A full throw. Well, here's what. I'm just gonna punch you. And then roll out. It's just too easy. It's just too easy, guys. With how precisely he targeted my Pokemon, there's almost no way I could win that. Aww, poor kid. Are you sure you're rank X? You seem way too good at battling. Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations. Now processing your promotion. Woo! Rank W. Because I take W's, guys. W. Just so you know, I don't care that I lost. The letter X is way cooler than the letter W, and it's okay. Boo! You, it's okay, kid. You can be a sole loser if you want to. This game should have Mankey. I don't think Mankey is in this game. But maybe it might be in the DLC. Who knows? You're rank W now. Amazing. Come and join us all back at the hotel. Back to the hotel. Hotel. Here's the king making it on to the next rank once again. Oh man, you cooked up another masterpiece, Tony. I can't wait. Leader, you know we're not celebrating you, right? Well, it won't feel like we're celebrating anyone if the rest of us just sit here quiet and hungry. Naveen, how about you relax and enjoy some croissant curry? Croissant curry still sounds like it would be a good idea. No, thank you. Curry and croissant stand alone nice, but together they're less than the sum of their parts. But they make a whole new flavor when you put them together, just like all of us in Team MZ. I agree to leader. I'd rather you didn't compare us to this culinary atrocity, leader. Ah, look at the cute little float. The DLC will take my money if so, as it should. Ooh, I feel like a Mega Annihilate would be kind of cool. Alright, the next day, your alarm is going off. Alright, it is now 10. So that means it is time for me to close off tonight's stream. Let's see if we can send those who are watching on Twitch over to someone. Morning! How's the hotel life treating you? It's been amazing. Heck yeah! You know, I came here from far away, just like you. The hotel is my home these days too. And it's such a nice place. I wonder why no one here ever stays here. Bro, I don't get my hopes up. Wouldn't you like to have more guests, Easy? I do not mind the quiet. The place was intended to be my final residence. That's why I called it Hotel Z. And if the hotel were to become busy, all of you in Team MZ might feel obliged to help out, in turn, preventing me from taking part in the ZRL. I'm fine with things as they are. Well, well, I guess if you're fine, then it's fine. Okay. Oh, sorry, gotta go practice. Let's chat later, more king. See ya. Bye, leader. Let's see. Oh, what's up for Flaby? What's it, Flo? You seem off. I said the wrong Pokemon name. You seem somehow agitated. These are Leader's belongings, aren't they? King, I'm sorry to trouble you, but Leader has forgotten her things. Could you deliver them to her? I got Leader's things. I got her things, guys. Perhaps it would be a good opportunity for you to speak further with her. As you're both members of Team MZ, it's good to know your allies well. You should find Leader in Sector 5 of the 3rd District. Perhaps a battle will help you understand her more about where. That was not English that I just put down there. I apologize. That I know that I did not English. I'm so sorry. But anyways, yes, as I was saying, that is it for me for tonight. Let us raid. Oh, Zaz live now. We're gonna raid Zaz. Let's raid. So we're gonna raise Zaz, as he was here earlier, chatting us also about pocket monsters. So those of you who are on TikTok or on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's stream. If you all did enjoy, make sure you all follow so that way you all can see more in the future. And to those of you on Twitch, thank you all so much for being here as well. I will see all of you back here on Thursday for another Pokemon stream, because we are going to continue playing this game until we make it to the end. Hopefully we make more progress to Thursday than we did today. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Toodaloo.